Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your girl, Jay, and this is XOXOJ, where you all ask me questions, and for some reason, I say this all the time, y'all like what I have to say. At least y'all pretend to, because y'all still asking me questions, and I appreciate it. I'm going to do the best I can with what I got, okay? With what I got, I'm going to do what I can. Let me not do that. That was not good. But I'm glad it's just us talking, y'all, because I really do enjoy doing these. I'm enjoying spending time with you all. I'm enjoying these short form little videos that I'm putting out just to drop some wisdom and hopefully answer some of the questions that you all have about love, life, parenting, relationships, friendships, businesses, speaking, singing, so all the things. Y'all send me so many different things. And that really, here's the thing. I remember feeling like, that people always say, like, God gave everybody a certain level of sauce, but some people he gave extra sauce to. And I really have always felt like I've been so saucy. But I didn't necessarily see it as something that was like a good thing. I'm like, God, you gave me so many different things, and I already be, everywhere, like thinking everywhere. I always have a whole bunch of things going on, a whole bunch of ideas going on, and I'm like, I don't ever really know what to really, really focus on. And so having platforms like this where you all actually see value in it, that shows me that I've apparently shown myself in enough different lights that you all actually have questions about different things. Like, I'm getting questions about leadership, about starting a business, about, like I said, love, relationship, divorce. That wasn't something I tried to be a part of. I wish I didn't know nothing about that, but I do. But y'all, I really do appreciate that, because that really does encourage me, and that's why I'm glad I'm doing this, taking the time to answer these questions. Thank you all for sharing your lives with me. Thank y'all for sharing your stories with me. I always debate. I was talking to my producer and videographer, Chris, and I was like, yo, should I read these questions like all the way? Because sometimes y'all really be detailed and y'all really trust the kid. And so thank y'all so much. I do not take that lightly, even though I share quite bluntly all the things I've gone through in my life. And that's not an easy thing to do. I know I'm called to do that, but for you all to trust me, to share your personal stories, I read all of them. I don't always know how to respond, which is one reason why I created this platform, was because I don't know how to respond to all of them at once. But I was like, well, how can I compile some of these together without giving the specifics of your stories, and be able to give you all hopefully something that'll help you hold on and have hope and know that it's going to get better, friend. It's going to get better. And for those of y'all that send me the happy stuff, y'all send me happy stuff too. Y'all realizing that the girl looking good. Hair done, nails done, everything did. The girl been in the gym. Girl been eating healthy. I've also been stressed a little bit, so that's one reason why I've been losing weight. But I'm too blessed to be stressed. Somebody pass me something to eat. But y'all, I appreciate y'all taking the time to ask me questions. So let's get into a question today. I really don't like to talk about this, but so many people ask me about parenting. But I'll kind of make it a little more general. How has your parenting style shifted now that your daughter is an adult? Man, it shifted a lot. It actually, the biggest pivot has been respecting her need for space when she needs it. I'm used to being able to be the mom, and being able to, kind of dictate when we spoke. Like, no, you're going to say good morning. You're going to say thank you. You're going to say, I'm a big person on respect. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. She's always been a very respectful child. But now that she's about to be 22. And so when she doesn't want to talk, I don't like that. I'm used to being the mama. Are y'all parents to adults? I have to really respect boundaries. I have to respect space. But for real, because I parent so differently than how my parents parented me, even when she was a child, all the way up to as she's an adult. I parent so differently that I can't do it alone. And because I'm single now, I don't have a husband that I can bounce things off. I have a lot of friends, but I was always the friend in my group that had a kid the earliest. So I was married and had a kid when my friends were still dating. They were finishing college. And so now my daughter is 22, about to be 22, but their kids are just like now, like turning into teenagers, or just now graduating high school, so they're just now getting to that place. And so I didn't really have a bunch of friends that were my age that I was able to bounce these different things off of. I was kind of winging it, but I'm so different than my parents that I actually I had to pull in, especially now at this phase where I have limited control, I had to pull in a therapist. And so shouts out to my therapist that helped me even with parenting. I've had mediators in my life that meet with me and my daughter to talk, to help us figure out our communication skills, especially post-divorce too. Like that dynamic shifted. Divorce changes everything. And people always want to say things like, why don't you just get over it? Why don't you just do this? Move on. It's not that easy, especially when you have a child involved. And this isn't just with divorce, it's with anybody that goes through a breakup. When you go through a breakup, and especially if you have a child involved in it, it's a lot. It's a lot navigating that co-parenting relationship, whether your child is a small child. But for me, I really don't have a co-parenting relationship because we didn't get divorced until after my daughter was turning, she was like 17. So she was borderline an adult at that phase. So we were figuring out college. Me and her father had different opinions on that. So just really respecting her to, and here's the thing, I've raised her to love God and hear from God herself. And so at some point as a mom, I have to relinquish control, and it hurts, y'all. I don't like not knowing what my daughter's doing. I don't like not knowing where she is, who she's dating. I want to know the tea. I want to know, what are you doing, girl? What you wearing, child? What he said? What she said? Who I'm finna fight? I don't even fight y'all, but I be like wanting to know because I will probably fight for her. But I'm just saying, like, I have to really respect the boundaries. So that's what I encourage, but I have not been able to do it by myself. I literally have a village around me that are actually licensed professionals. I need tactical tools, practical tools. How can I do this? Because I don't know how to do this because, like I said, I'm so different in my parenting styles than my parents are and were. And so hopefully that helps. You just really have to respect boundaries, and you have to let them make their choices. And in time, they'll come back and they'll ask you when they need to ask you, and but they need to find their own path. And so relinquishing control, a lot of breathing, and a village that helps me. So hopefully that helped you, mom or dad that's out there with your adult children. Keep the faith. Our kids love us. We've done a good job raising them, and they love us. They might show it differently than we showed it, but they love us. So I hope that helped y'all. Make sure you slide in my DMs, ask me more questions, put comments below. What do you think about this? If you're a parent, let me know. All right? Like, share, comment, subscribe. Make sure y'all tune in every week to XOXOJ.